Hello, everyone. Oh, God damn it. If it's not Chandler, it's Austin. Like, what is going on?
No, you say something.
Because I like catching you guys off guard, but it's also like I have to wait for a lull. I know I did. That's what I did. It's the point. That's the point of me doing this. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mediak. That was fun. I was gonna say I had something mentally prepared. Like I was gonna go on like this little joke spiel, like I attempt to do sometimes, but I completely forgot it with that. That was pretty funny. Yeah, we're doing Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2. We have Austin back. He was gone for a week. We have Cassie, who seemingly is gone at the moment, but I promise she'll be here at some point. She's on a call for something that might scare some of you in the audience out there, but she is on a call with her boss for her job. Wow, scary stuff for some people out there. That's a dumb joke for a very small group of people. I apologize about that.
You're making fun of the unemployed.
I am making fun of the unemployed. Why not?
In this job market today, that's a little insensitive.
That's okay. All right, Chandler, Skylar, Zach, Austin, Cassie, the entire crew is here today. Very exciting stuff. I can't do the normal point because I'm over here in the corner. I can't just like show you guys off. Chandler's far over there. Skylar, me. Yeah, you guys get it. All right, Chandler, you want to tell us about Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2? Exciting stuff after coming off of your 8.5 last week with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 1. Scott?
5 sentences.
Oh yeah, of course.
Sentences?
Always, yeah.
Okay.
That's our thing that we've not always
done.
done, but recently have started.
So we pick up immediately, like no delay after the first movie, and we're introduced to this new. What's his name? He's like so forgettable. I mean, he's not
Charles V. Charles V.
Everywhere.
Chester V.
Chester. Yeah, Chester.
Yeah,
We're
Chester
introduced to this new like brilliant scientist who,
Flint.
yeah, very much so adores. Although, why is he not on his wall? He's not on one of the posters. We'll talk about that later. He very, very much so adores this new scientist that we're just recently introduced to. They excavate, or they get off the island because it's kind of a hazard at this point. But Chester secretly wants to find the machine to make energy or food bars out of it. But in the process, after they get off, they go back because Chester needs Flint's help in discovering his food making machine, and they find out that the whole island is now like a Jurassic Park adjacent island. And they find a food machine, and
it's a vehicle for
meet Chester, who lied to Flint the whole time, and they save all the food animals. So bad.
I honestly like don't even want to talk about this movie.
I know I didn't have like it's such an easy summary, but like I lost the will.
Oh my god! Yeah.
It's like rewatching this movie.
I was like listening to your thing, and I
just just like, oh, I don't want to keep doing this.
So I'll tell you my background about me watching this movie. I texted Chandler earlier in the morning because Terraria had a new update. I was like, Chandler, let's play like tonight. And then I sat on the couch and I was like, we record tomorrow. And I was like, so I had to spend my night watching this, in which it felt like the most homework I've ever had in my life, instead of playing the new update for one of my favorite games ever.
And like,
you ditched me for the movie, bro. I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, I honestly debated on just not.
Yeah, just not.
Need to watch
I'm gonna be honest. I also had that exact thought. Like last night, I was halfway through and I just couldn't finish it, and I continued it this morning. We're recording a lot later in the day than we normally do, so I had enough time to digest this movie, pun intended. But like, yeah, I halfway this morning I was laying in bed and I was like, am I really gonna miss out on much if I just don't finish the movie? You know.
If you didn't start it, I don't think you miss out on much.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Not like it matters because, fun fact, go ahead.
Well, you can do your fun fact, but
No, it's
we have negatives, I assume.
Yeah, we're obviously, negatives and then positive.
Wait, are we supposed to do positives? Or
Yeah, okay.
positives?
Okay, you know what? Since Since it would be pretty darn easy to do it, I think we should say positives of the movie first.
Okay.
Go ahead, Skylar.
The dad is still sick. He's still just like my dad. It's awesome. And that's it.
Yeah, I did write down.
though.
Yeah, I wrote
didn't
down
even
like
like
a
that.
couple sentences related to the dad. Like, my funniest scene is probably revolving around the dad. I enjoyed how he liked fishing a lot. End of statement.
Yeah.
Austin, what were you saying?
I don't like how much of a pushover he was.
Yeah.
Like he should have been the most capable one. Like they got to the place and they were like, "No, Dad, you got to stay back." I'm like, Flint, you and your literal spaghetti arms. Like, what are you gonna do in the wilderness out here? Like the dad should be the one leading that. Like it should be enough.
Not a fault of the dad. I refuse to take that as a fault of the dad. Everybody talks.
Oh, it's not. You're right. I'm not saying that's a fault of him, but it's a fault of everyone else for thinking he's less than them when he's the GOAT.
It's a fault of the biggest fault in the movie, in that the writing has fallen off a cliff
Oh my goodness.
dramatically in this movie. And like that,
Yeah.
I'm happy you said that, Austin, because I completely forgot about that note that I had where I was like, I really don't like how Flint is so anti-dad in this movie. Like, because I feel like that goes against his lesson that he learned last movie, along with like most of the things in this movie. Go ahead, Sky.
And then he randomly regains it at the end.
Yeah. Like actually randomly. There's no build up for it at all. He just randomly he's now in the town with his dad and he's like, I like you now. So can we do the fish? So
It's
then
like,
they-
oh, I like the fish. And then it's
Um,
nice moment that isn't built up to it all.
Chandler,
anything else?
you look like you have a positive to say, Chandler. You look like you're dying to say something positive. about
Well,
this movie.
I mean, we're still talking about the dad. I like the dad. Did you think it was weird that they found each other in that little town? Is that what I just heard?
No, that he like the entire beginning part of the movie, he was so anti-dad and anti-dad helping, and then they just drop it whenever they meet up again
Oh.
for no.
Well, I
like-
think they dropped it because he was desperate. He's like, Dad, you're the only one I got now. It's my friends are all gone, so it's. Look,
yeah,
I'm
you're
not-
right.
I'm like,
It's
I'm
just
not
too
against- I'm not
highbrow
against
for us to understand. Actually, it's too well written.
that. Highbrow? You mean lowbrow? Because his eyebrow's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
low.
yeah. His brow is kind of low. God,
You
I
and
thought you were doing something there.
I hate that scene because it's literally just like we did that. We did this in the last movie, so we're gonna do it again. Like it didn't feel the same in the slightest.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Chandler. Say a positive.
I liked in the very beginning when they were doing like the credits, the beginning credits, how they said made by a lot of people.
Yeah,
You said
they.
that last time, Zach. He put his own name down. He's by all the people who contributed.
It didn't feel
like
the
that.
same because I guess this is like something I wanted to save, but it's just like an overall feel for how I feel about the movie. It's just like a checked box of everything the last movie did. Like that was the first check box, and then the next they just kept going. They had to hit every base the first movie hit. Go ahead, Skylar.
I think this time, so they did it the first time to be like, oh, it's not just, me doing this. It's a ton of people. This time, I think they might have done it to like hide their name. I'm not against this. It was a lot of people.
Yeah. The
That's pretty funny.
directors were like, I don't want the first thing they see about this movie to be my name on this. So we're just not gonna do it. Yeah, not gonna do it this
I'm
time.
gonna hide myself in the middle.
Yeah.
I think it'd been more funny if he actually had his name in the first one, though. It's like, yeah, that first one, I'll take credit for it. This one,
Well, different people will make this movie. Completely different writers,
Oh,
different
really?
directors. Did you you
Yeah.
you didn't feel like every aspect of this movie does not feel at all like the first movie. Even the character
Yeah.
designs, I think, got significantly worse in this movie. Some
That's one thing.
Austin,
I
how
thought
do
that
you
was
Austin, how
similar.
do you feel about that? How do you feel about the character?
Designs.
I
I'm
didn't
calling you
watch
out
the
for-
first one in a decade.
I know, I was
So,
calling you
like,
out for that. Sorry.
I'll get this is from a good perspective, I guess. This is a positive technically because I didn't watch the first one. I was like, I don't need to do homework for this movie, and I'm damn well glad I didn't.
The first one's good. The first one's a good movie.
I'm saying we watched this movie for the podcast this week. This movie alone didn't need the homework of watching the first,
Oh, big
regardless
time,
if
yeah.
it was good or not.
Yeah.
I'm not putting that much time invested in this. But I'm saying the first 5 minutes of this movie was a recap of the
Oh my
third
god,
movie.
so stupid.
And I'm like, if I hadn't, if I actually knew what the first movie was and I like remembered, which I generally still do, I would have hated that. But in that one small situation that is mine, it actually was sort of helpful. So
I can't believe that you made a positive out of that.
I know, it's awful, but like it was for me. It helped.
gosh.
I hated that. I literally just watched it and I saw them rewrite it to fit in this fucking Chester guy somehow. Be like, dude, what if we made the main plot evil scientist from his past? Yes, we'll remove the better one.
You saying the word evil just triggered something in me. I just got
Yeah, that
like,
made me so
it,
mad.
it clicked something in the back of my neck that sent like
You
heat through my
evil.
entire body. I'm so fucking pissed right now just because you said the word evil. Give me a second here. I need to chill. That was so fucking dude.
Why wasn't he? Sorry. You gonna say something?
No, I'm just
You
gonna.
said
I was
you
just gonna.
chill.
I was just gonna scream.
Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead.
Yeah. But
Go
save the
ahead.
viewers there. Why was he not on his wall? Like I'm a big ick with sequels whenever they try and introduce things where it's like, am I just supposed to accept that this was always, a
That's like a
thing?
retcon.
Like, I love like the world building whenever they sprinkle stuff. Like if they would have sprinkled this dude, if he would have been on his poster on a wall in his bedroom, I'd been okay with it. But they even like had a flashback, and they still couldn't like retcon the wall and put it on there. Like, how can this be your idol? He's not even on your wall.
That's
I
a
just
great.
Or in the
rewrite,
first movie,
actually.
they don't even mention him at all. They could have just made it an up and coming scientist who's like something else. It didn't have to be something from his childhood.
Yeah.
Also, he had a hero in the first movie. His fucking mom. Like that was the entire plot of the first movie.
His mom isn't dead. She's the evil scientist.
Yeah, actually, I don't
forgot
care
about
about
that.
my dead mom. I actually care about more this Chester V guy who's supposed to be Steve Jobs, but he's played by Will Forte, who's in Coyote versus Acme. Go see it in 2 weeks.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
That might
forgot he had
be on
death.
the podcast.
yeah, Will Forte. Yeah, I know. Like his voice is incredible in this movie. That was a positive.
I meant the fact you just. I meant the fact you just mentioned Coyote versus Acme.
Hey, shameless plug. Hey, James has paid me $7,000 to mention that every episode, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Give me a second. Sorry, Cal's
Good income.
Oh,
James. Is that who wrote it?
21K a month. God damn, Zach. All right.
I'm trying to.
okay.
I'm trying to think of another. Oh, I guess like
Can we
if
get
I
some
had to
of
get
those proceeds?
further in
No,
about something I like. The dad was adorable in this.
He
He
just always
celebrated everything with his son, which was cool. But also, like, Flint didn't care.
It's underappreciated.
I hate
Yeah,
my
I
so
mean,
much
he had the
this
cake ready. He knew he had the exact day he was supposed to get that thing figured out, and he baked the cake. And I know that man does not know how to bake.
Are you sure he
No.
baked the cake? Because they both have the same
No,
exact cake.
But then he went out and bought a cake, and he's so far away from his job, he doesn't even know what he's doing, and he still got a cake. And then he
That's
heard
up
his
there.
boy Flint is in some trouble and needs a boat, and god damn it, he pulled up with the boat.
and he was really happy about
And then-
that too.
Yeah, he
It's a
was,
good boat.
which he should have been. It is a big boat. And then he was also in every single invention video, just getting absolutely tortured. Never complained.
But
That wasn't fair. Like, honestly, that was awful. Like, why is he doing that to him?
also, Flint is at the
Flint.
point in which he should be making inventions that work. That was also like kind of the point of the end of the last movie.
What was he like? This is a genuine question because I don't remember. Was he this like dumb?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Flint is like actually a
was
smart
bad.
character in
Not
the
like-
first movie.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah,
always
yeah.
forgot like one aspect of his inventions that made his invention fail. But at the end of the movie, he like learned to think through things more, and he built like a different version. Dude, my cat is screaming at me. And then I go and open the door. The second I open the door, she runs away. It's adding on to my anger of this movie, and it's making it so much worse. But no, Flint was not an idiot in the first movie.
He wasn't just like an idiot. Like, it was like, it was
You're just
bad.
naive.
Like, I
Stupid.
Yeah, you're joking.
But like in this movie, it was genuinely like he had like a mental disorder. Like, and they were like making a caricature of someone with one. Like, it was bad. Like he didn't have a single idea of what was going on. Like, he was making dumbass, like awful ideas. And also, he almost let his friends die at the end. Like, if whatever
We're
side
supposed to be
character
imposters.
girl's name didn't tell her. Yeah, sorry, my bad. I thought they were doing something cool with the him working the job like endlessly for the reward. Like, I thought that was just the evil guy's way of just keeping the inventors distracted, but like it actually is something you can win, so that makes it less cool to me.
I do think that like I agree with you. It's a cool idea. Sorry, Callie is like freaking out. She's not home, so she can't distract her while I'm recording. Yeah, that's literally what she's doing. I like the idea of him working at that facility, and I do think that they do actually do one cool thing with that idea, and it's that Chester actually doesn't invent or isn't smart at all. He doesn't invent a single thing throughout the movie, and everything that he like invents is just something that Flint made and sent into the facility and then got turned into something else. Like all the protector robots, like that's just that like Flint's TV machine mixed with the ice cannon, you know?
The animal talking.
Yeah, the
kind
animal.
of upgraded.
Yeah. So I
But I
thought
don't-
that was like
Did it have a device? I didn't see it.
No, it didn't have a device.
I don't know why you mentioned that. I just assumed that it
Yeah,
did.
But I mean, the ape could
Yeah,
talk
I'm-
though.
Yeah.
Immediately.
It was
after I
a
said that.
human brain inside an ape brain inside of a human brain, or vice versa. Is a Turduncan ape thing. I didn't remember thinking that. I'm like, how does that? That don't make
And
sense.
Shaku reference thing.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Good job.
I only mentioned that because that was like the only thing in the movie that happened for the audience to figure out without them like taking a moment to overly explain it to you. Just because like they showed the scene of Flint inventing the ice laser, and then later on in the movie, the robots have the ice laser. And if this was a smarter movie, I'd be like, wow, that's well made. Or am I forgetting a line where they outwardly say, that's Flint's ice laser? Did that happen in the that didn't happen? Okay, thank God. That would have made my one positive go away. Go ahead, yeah.
I want to ask just a general question. Why do you think they decided on food bars? Like that was his claim to fame. All the famous inventors in the world want to help make a food bar, not like anything else.
Because it's food.
It had to
This
connect
island
back
is
into the
food.
overall food plot of the movie. They had to be going back to the island for a reason. I think that's
They
literally
could
the
have
only
made
reason.
like Guardians or something.
What?
They could have made like because like they were attacking. They could have made it like a protector. I don't know. Food bars was dumb, and it kind of upset me that he got famous on food bars.
I understand. Like I totally get that's the reason he got famous. Is stupid. I agree with you. That is a very stupid reason to be famous. But I think food bars is like a reasonable enough reason for them to go back to the island to make food. I thought like at the end, whenever he randomly was like, "Your food tastes better than food," and I was like, when did they ever establish that throughout the previous movie and also the rest of this movie itself?
I don't think they did.
No, they didn't. Which it was so fucking stupid among like 100 other things. Go ahead, Austin. Yeah.
Just with like Skylar's point, like why would Clinton be looking up to him if he was just this food bar guy? Like,
Yeah.
we're talking about inventors.
TV.
Like that's more the issue. Like I get that it has to connect, but like he should have just been some up and coming guy. He didn't need to be Flint's hero necessarily. But like, yeah,
Yeah, there's
that part
actually
I'm
no
with you,
reason for
for
him
sure.
to have been Flint's
I'm-
hero, because it would have been the same thing if he just was like a new billionaire inventor, like you said.
The only thing I can even think of like why would he look up to him as a kid is because he had that TV show when he was younger, so it kind of gave me like a Bill Nye type thing. But
he's still
Bill Nye
food
did.
bars back then, right?
Yeah, that was gonna be my negative is that he still only did
Yeah.
food bars, but he was on TV, so I could like see like a kid watching TV, liking the person they're on TV. But again, if he did anything else, he could have done something with ending world hunger forever.
I liked how they
Yeah.
gave like the stupid, obvious, very obvious Apple joke where it's like food bar 8, where it's like the same thing as 1, but they're just adding a number behind it. I was like, it's a baseline funny joke. I liked the bit when Flint walked into his office and he flicked his nose to make sure that he was the real one and not a hologram. It made a funny sound, and that was like one of the times I kind of smiled throughout this movie. Yeah, go ahead, Skylar.
Do these holograms work the way I feel like they should work? Because they feel
They
like
don't. They don't at all because like they're like AI, but they're also intangible. But if they're intangible, wouldn't they fall through the floor? But like also they can have like independent conversations with him. But also everything he says to the fucking AI is things that the AI should already know. Like why are we explaining this? Sorry, go ahead.
So there was something in the movie where the AIs were hitting Flint, but he couldn't hit them. Then they also couldn't catch
That's weird.
him at the end, but they were somehow able to hit him.
I didn't know they hit it.
That they were like throwing something tangible. Like it was definitely something that they were doing that should not.
Well, how were they able to hold it?
No, I agree with you, Skylar. He's just saying like if it wasn't a punch, it's like some other stupid shit that happened that shouldn't have happened.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, but immediately I didn't like the AI whenever he pulled up the video. She's back. She's alive. Cassie. Cassie.
It never ends.
Let's go.
The back rooms came up. Like, the back rooms came out of my phone and took me for like 40
For the
minutes.
time being.
That was a long call.
I know. It was like I had to answer because
Job.
work.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Don't worry
We're talking
about
about how stupid
just
the AI is in this movie.
fire.
You
Holograms.
can say the one positive because we're technically still in positive.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we
awesome.
could get back to that.
My only positive was that I liked Earl. That was it.
Earl was really good in this movie. I want to punch my hand through a glass. My table here is glass. He was so much better in the last movie.
Well, yeah, I think probably the nostalgia from the last movie because I like Earl.
He's funny. He's voiced by Terry Crews.
That cut the cheese
It's
joke
the-
was maybe the worst joke I've ever seen in the
Dude,
movie.
I wrote that down.
I
thought that was so awful.
I
I'm so
paused.
sorry.
Oh my god.
What was so off? Sorry.
I paused the
cut the
movie.
cheese joke.
Wait, I still didn't hear that.
The cut the cheese joke. Like when he goes,
Oh.
all right, I'm gonna go cut the cheese. And then it does like a fart noise. He goes, who was that?
But-
or something like that.
But he goes, that was the cheese. But the worst part about it was one, the sound played slightly late after he hit the cheese, so it didn't like line up right. And two,
I think that was the point.
oh
Yeah.
really?
One thing if Brent farted, but like Earl farted. It wasn't
Yeah,
funny.
Just it also was like the most stereotypical fart sound. Like if you Googled fart noise, it was they just took the first one. And
Just like, kids movie fart joke.
that's
that's-
literally what it was. That's all this movie was. This movie is a vehicle for jokes. There is not like a second of this movie that goes by where there is not a stupid joke happening. Okay. Are we out of positives? Okay, I'm gonna
no,
use
I
it.
actually have a couple. I think.
Have we really?
Sorry.
Are you being serious?
We were. It might be the only one with a number above 5 here.
What?
I did like the father.
Oh, that's it.
That's
Yes.
Above a 5?
bro.
What are you on about?
Again, I know you can't hear me.
He doesn't. I don't think he wants to.
Above, like
Yeah,
What?
you're very surprised to see what this number is.
Oh, this is.
me. Are you Jesus Christ? That is crazy.
There's a big range.
That made me reminded me that I didn't turn the light on in the background. Holy shit, dude. All right, continue with your
the father on the boat with those pickles. I thought that was really fun. That was really cute.
I'll give you that.
Him fishing and throwing a pickle in the ocean, and he caught the sardines. I don't know. I thought that was kind of cute. He got whatever he wanted with them, like he did with his son. But I used to quote this all the time. It's the butter.
The frog, the butter frog.
I would say that all the time. Like that was a stim for me for years. If someone ever said butter, I'd just, butter. So I like that bit.
Okay.
Our Chan.
I'm happy you did. Like I just both too.
Had a good time watching this, Chandler.
I kind of did a little bit, but I like the second half. The first half was super unbearable. or maybe the first 2/3. It was something like that. Mhm. I really did like. I don't know how you guys feel about this. You probably don't like it. It's probably in your cons.
probably
Otherwise,
bad.
you would have said it.
Most
by now.
likely, yeah.
I did kind of like the whole Jurassic Park theme thing.
Oh.
I mean, like, I guess it's kind of obvious that they're like these animals have some sentience to themselves.
I like the
But I like the wordplay, the animal play, whatever.
I fucking hated the wordplay because it just was like the island was there so that they could make a stupid pun every 5 seconds. They were just like moving from one place to another so they can say like watermelon. I hate that. That's like the Minions in its entirety. I hated that. I thought you meant like just like the location. I hated that. The location was cool
My
looking.
negatives was reheated minion nachos. Can elaborate on that
I don't
later.
remember enough of these Minions movies to know what you're talking about. Crocodile,
Excellent.
green. I thought that was a cool design.
It was a cool design. I'll give you that.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I like how it spit out a little bit of taco and every time it like talked or moved.
Yeah.
kind of nice.
The design of the creatures was really cool. I'll definitely give you that. And also
I
the
like
island.
green onion.
The onion, yeah. His tail was cool because it
Yeah,
just was like a big
that's how-
pepper, and like you could see like there's like indents in it. There, it was actually very well made, and the island itself was incredibly made. It was so beautiful, and like big shout out to the animation department for like all the different liquidy environments that they went through because there was like bright blue waters, there were slimy maple syrup, yeah, exactly, and then there was like a milk river. Like all the environments were super well made. I felt like that's kind of like I have like one other sort of positive to say about the movie, and then I'm cooked. I'm done with that. What were you saying, Spouter?
Okay. I liked how they brought in Mabel from Gravity Falls.
Oh yeah,
I wrote that down.
She
I was
was
gonna
on
ask
there.
Zach.
I thought that was pretty
Skylar,
sick.
that's how I found out that I lied last episode whenever I said Mila Kunis was Sam Sparks. It very much is not Sam Sparks. Sam Sparks is the girl from Parks and Rec. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. With that. No, I'm wrong. I am wrong again with that.
No, Community.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, she is.
Adam Eve.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. Is it? No, that's not Adam Eve.
That's if it's the one from Community that I'm thinking of. I thought that was her. in
No,
the
I
story.
was just wrong
I could be
again. This
wrong.
is. I don't think this lady is in a sitcom. Sam Sparks. She is blonde. You're right about that. I can't remember her name though. Do you mind? He's looking it up, so she'll have it in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought up
Oh.
because
Oh, this was not who I was thinking.
minutes in, and I was like, "Who is that?" I was
Yeah.
like, "I need to know." This voice is like itching my brain,
Yeah.
and I
She's
like
in Boston
had literally
Burgers
look
too,
it up,
right?
and she said it as I said it.
Anna Faris.
That's funny.
It's not who I was thinking.
Anna Faris is Sam Sparks. Anna Faris is not
That.
the Gravity Falls and
literally
Evil
said
Bobby
Evil
Burgers.
from Gravity
Yeah.
Falls is the monkey or the
Yeah.
I didn't know it was-
Well, not a
I don't
monkey.
think
Not a monkey.
Not a
bro.
monkey.
I know. I wrote that
Don't
down
get
at the
around.
beginning of the movie, so
Yeah.
I didn't know any better. I'm as bad as Chester.
Yeah, Mabel was pretty sick. Lastly, I thought the grocery transport was actually really cool. How it only worked with like the food, so I guess it was kind of clutch towards the end when it saved all the food animal stuff. But I don't know. Like, that thing is like-
a movie. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Chin.
Oh, I thought it looked really trippy. Like, it looked like a void, but it worked.
It reminded me of
Like, how come that didn't pick up? How come that didn't like? How come you didn't get the employee of the year or whatever they called it for the?
the best.
Yeah,
Well, he was never
I
going to
think
give it
it's
to him. That was always a part of his plan so that he could get back to the island. But
it wasn't that was his plan, right? Because he like thought about it last. He was like, "Wait a minute, I know someone who's hit rock bottom."
I assumed he
And
was just
then-
saying that for the audience.
I think Chester's stupid and only figured it out right then and there.
I think everyone is very stupid. Oh, they're valid. Chester is dumb, and this movie is dumb.
I did like the design of it. Like I thought it looked cool. I thought that like any of his they tried to do the thing in the last movie where all of his his failed adventures from the first movie came back and meant something at the end, but they didn't, because he did the food thing and then it got stopped immediately, and then he threw the kitchen food or whatever at the guy and he just dodged it. It didn't have anything to do with the kitchen
Yeah.
food or whatever. The only one that actually did something for a short period of time was the party
explosion thing. Yeah,
It wasn't even his idea.
yeah.
It was Sam's.
Yeah.
That's a good
question
point,
for you.
actually.
Dude, Flint's stupid.
This is for everybody, but I assume only Chandler might have laughed. Just based on our reaction to the movie so far.
Damn, okay.
That's an interesting way
At
to
the
say that.
beginning, whenever they are making that first idea, whenever they draw their plan for their
No, I did not laugh at this.
and then Steve jumps through and it says, "Where'd he get that brown crayon?" Did you laugh?
That opening scene is like one of
That was disgusting.
that entire
I've
opening
heard the
scene
mountain
is one of the
like, what the
worst
fuck?
ever. Because like
I
immediately,
didn't like that they showed the monkey poop.
yeah, exactly.
Brown to my face.
That made it worse.
Like of all the jokes to bring back from the first movie, why do they have to bring that?
Because this movie is a list of checked boxes of things that happened in the first movie, along with like dumber, stupider jokes. There was another smarter thing I was gonna, more smart thing for me to say about that, but like this movie's not worth it. It's such a fucking stupid movie.
Are we still on positives?
We're gonna transition out right now. Okay.
Sorry, Chan.
So there was one joke that I almost really liked, okay? I almost really liked this joke. This is a good transition because I liked it and then I didn't, okay? So the BS USB joke. I thought that was funny. I thought that was really funny. Until he explained it to me. I know. I can watch the movie
40 times. It was like I forget the BS USB. You mean the BS USB? Yes, the BS USB. That's the most important thing in this entire thing.
And then-
you said every 30 seconds.
And not even that, Austin. But whenever he pulls it up, he goes, "You mean the BS USB?" And I'm like, I've never been more upset in a movie than whenever something that I wrote down as a positive for this like shit ass garbage movie, the one thing that I thought was actually kind of interesting, and then it immediately pulled it away from me. I was like, I had one thing in this movie, and I can't even have that.
You got to see your boy Earl dressed up in the beginning. Don't forget that as a positive.
That's not a positive. Because the second this movie started, all of the characters immediately, like literally instantaneously, stopped being the characters from the first movie.
Lobotomized.
Immediately, because the entire like the dad is no longer the dad. Because in the first movie, he had to use the fucking Steve thing to talk to his son personally. And then in this movie, at the start of this movie, not even, it's supposed to be like 40 seconds after the last movie ended, he immediately runs up to all of them, scoops them up in a big hug and says, "I'm so proud of you. I love you, son." What? It's like the people who wrote this movie didn't watch the previous movie at all. Go ahead.
Character development? Question mark? No, I'm kidding. That's not actually what I think.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll reveal it now. Okay. So before the podcast, I came up with an idea that I made Skylar and Austin wait for because I wanted to go through our entire history of movies and figure out what movies are possibly worse than this one that we have covered since the beginning, the very, very beginning of the podcast.
Joker 2.
And here's my list, okay? That's on there. That's on. We're going from the very beginning. Whenever we first started the podcast. So the first one ever on YouTube is our second episode for Devil All the Time. I think that movie is god awful. We skipped like a year and a half because we did only Marvel movies. And then we get to Mulan, the live action remake, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. Mortal Engines probably should be on this list, but I think I looked too fondly back on that movie to write it down, so I did not. Vivarium, which I really much did not like. Don't Look Up, Justice League, Suicide Squad, the first one, Joker 2, Smile 1 and 2, Den of Thieves, Until Dawn, possibly Captain America, Brave Bird. Like, I go back and forth on whether or not I think so. I hate that movie, dude, so much. Superman Returns, Now You See Me 2, and FNAF 2. That's the list.
I disagree with a lot of your list.
I don't care. I don't care. But no, wait. I think this is the second worst movie we've ever done on the podcast. I think the only one worse than this is Joker 2.
Oh, okay.
I wrote those down as possible. Like, No, those
Okay,
are
wow.
options that could be worse than this.
Gotcha.
But no,
Oh, I thought
Joker-
you were saying they were.
no,
Yeah.
no. Joker 2 is the worst we've ever done. This is the second worst we've ever done. On
Yeah, well, like
Zach, you consider turning your brain off when watching this movie.
I
Taylor, do not-
did turn my brain off last night,
No.
and like this is like if you watched exclusively Family Guy funny moments, but like sped run, like if you put on an hour and a half of Family Guy funny moments,
love that shit. No, how dare you, Zach? How dare you?
it's just that's how the movie felt to me.
Comedy compared to this, like what are you talking about?
Okay, if you were like,
targeted.
what's the most recent season 23 of Family Guy?
It doesn't matter.
If you took
don't
like
matter, Zach.
I don't care. I hate Family Guy. I cannot watch those. I do it at work, and
It's
I don't.
not this. Zach, they made 14 just food pun jokes in a row. Like, what are we talking? So, once again, sorry, Chan. I really am. But like, Jesus, dude. Like, how is that the same? Like, Family Guy at least have like, I don't know, somewhat. I don't want to say complex, but skits and things like that.
Not any. I disagree with that.
Yeah, but this one they literally went, "Oh, this is bananas." Good thing I didn't say nuts. Like, come on.
That's literally something I've seen in a Family Guy episode like 2 weeks ago on
Okay, but
animation domination.
Family Guy in 20 minutes. This one's an hour and 45.
Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying like if you took Family Guy and took out like the plot of every episode and just forced only the jokes together for an hour and a half, that's just what this movie is.
Still don't think I agree.
That's fair, but that's because you
I
like
would laugh
Family
at
Guy.
more of the jokes from Family Guy than I would in this movie.
I don't know. I feel like if it was just a hodgepodge of random jokes mixed together from Family Guy, it wouldn't hit the same. Especially after an hour, it's just gonna be washing over you.
I think you could say that about like everything though. If you took out everything except for jokes and just threw them all together with no context.
But that's what this movie. I'm not saying Family Guy is that. I'm saying this movie is that.
I think with worse jokes is the point. Like,
I think the jokes are about the same level of quality. I think I would have laughed more at these jokes if there were less of them. Like, no, I'm not. I was gonna give Chandler something. I'm not gonna give Chandler something. This movie fucking sucks. I was gonna say a joke that I was like, I would have laughed at this if there was like less jokes in the movie. But no, I'm not gonna say that. I hate this movie. This movie is genuinely so fucking bad. It pisses me off sometimes.
Yep. Can we go on to like another actual negative instead of just randomly?
Yeah, I've been ranting too much. I'm out of things. I've hit my notes.
Yeah, I feel that. With what you were saying, Sky, this movie, when I was like 50 minutes into watching this, I thought I was like an hour and a half into this movie. Like genuinely. Like this movie is stretched so thin to fit that hour and 45. It's just crazy to me. Like they do the same thing like 10 times. Yeah, go ahead, Cassie.
Dude, I started watching it on 1.5 speed, and I feel like I didn't even notice a difference. I just wanted it to
Really?
be over.
No.
So bad.
Any other
really.
negatives from anyone?
I have some actually.
I have a lot.
Why?
God.
Like the last movie, the mayor was like, "Oh, let's make a sardine town or sardine land, make a little park out of it." Why not just like you already stole the Jurassic Park reference? Why not repurpose the island and make like a theme park out of it? I feel like that was such a cash grab. The scientists could have easily have done that.
I'm happy you mentioned. I that is a much better idea than what this movie is. This movie is a series of bad ideas. I'm happy you said that though, because that reminded me of a point that I didn't write down. That this movie has Flint go over the same character arc that he had in the first movie about listening to a mentor and then over trusting him and it going poorly in his favor, and then he has to go with his friends
Oh yeah.
to fix the solution again.
I hate that about him though. Like, yeah, it shows no character development, but also like he's just so stupid. How could he just blindly turn an eye like
I know how, Chandler.
to his friends?
I don't think that's stupid.
No, because the
It's-
writers didn't watch the first movie.
Yeah, it was just,
Gave a recap of it though.
this dude was so obviously like the villain. Like that's what I hated too. I hated how they shoved that down your throat in the very beginning. He's too peaceful and like Namaste-esque to be anything otherwise.
He moved his arms too much.
Dude, I hated that. Like, you guys talking about character design and everything. Like, I hated how flexible that dude was. No way. No.
My first negative was I hate how Chester moves.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Like he moves like how Squidward dances, and that one SpongeBob. I
Yeah.
don't like it.
I like Squidward's dancing like maybe 300 million times more.
I like that metric.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good metric.
It gets a
It doesn't ruin it for you now, Sky?
It might. I don't know. I don't plan on looking at it after this now. Yeah. I do have a question. How did that shrimpanzee know its name whenever it got the voice thing?
That's also
It said
something I thought.
shrimpanzee.
And like
I don't
seconds
know.
after they just came up with the name for it.
Yeah, it knew its name. So is it smarter than Steve?
Did you guys know that Andy Samberg voices Baby Brent?
I had to look
I
that
did
up.
know that.
I
Actually.
recognize that voice. I also
didn't
didn't
know
realize that
Patrick.
Bill Hader
Yeah.
voiced Flint.
He also
Yeah.
Patrick Harris voiced Steve.
yes.
Yep. Also that too. Got a crazy cast for this one.
Maybe fucking
Yeah, they
sucks.
pulled out all the stops.
It still sucked.
I'm ready to get into top 3 in summary if you guys are. Like I'm honestly very
Yeah.
much ready to just be done talking about this stupid
No.
Retweet, man. Retweet.
retweet. I'll like it. All right. Chandler, go ahead.
I gotta start off, man.
Yeah, dude.
I guess going with a high note.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
downhill from here. I don't really have a funny favorite. Like it was like the same thing with the last movie. Like there were things that I inwardly chuckled at, and maybe got a couple that actually escaped my lips. But I'll just go with the pilot, the cameraman dude. He said,
Oh, Manny?
Manny, yeah. He rejected my stew. No one has ever rejected my stew.
I understand that hatred.
I'm pulling
That
out
relatable hatred.
Yeah,
If I
no,
make
me
a
too.
meal for somebody, they better eat it. I don't
Yeah,
care.
but it's coming from him and like with the Italian accent or whatever it was. And I thought it was a little
That's how I
funny.
imagine Zach would give me a dish if I dump it on the ground. Manny's exact thing is how I imagine Zach would do to me.
Right now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Manny and Ratatouille.
I don't want any kindness towards me.
Manny and Ratatouille,
Yeah. I feel like he
Atomic Bomb
You
for
got
the next
this
tossing
bad.
child, Ratatouille in 3.
least favorite.
3.
I'm gonna go with the introduction of Chester. Like, I know I already harped on the fact that he wasn't on his wall, but there's so much to dislike here. But that really was just I have a big ick. Like Zach, you do with your narration stuff. I get that after hearing it so many times. My ick is just introducing things that we didn't know about, and it's hard for me to accept that it's not done well, and it wasn't done well. Yeah.
So I know we've already kind of came up with it, but what would you specifically do to change Chester's introduction to make it how
Better?
you like it? Yeah, just how you
Um,
like it. Not even doesn't even have to be objectively better, just how you like it.
I liked how you like if they honestly retconned his child bedroom to having a poster. I'd have been okay. I'd have been like, that's stupid, but okay.
I think they need to
Because
change
no-
the entire
they-
plot. of
They
the first
showed
movie.
they showed a flashback without it. Like, I just don't like that was one way that they could have slid it in there. And I think what you said also, like him just being new and not like an old idol. That's one way of doing it. I don't know. Maybe not make him so smart, like so smart and just businessman. I don't know. I really am not trying to think about it that hard because I think this movie is you can't redeem it so much. But favorite? It's gonna be a little tough here, guys.
Coming
my
from the guy who
favorite
liked
was
the movie.
little animated bit at the very end of the movie.
That's funny, Chandler. You should popcorn to me after you're done with your summary.
Really? Okay. Summary time now. I'm just gonna. I wrote a little paragraph afterwards. I said the movie was. Oh man, you guys are gonna hate this. I said the movie was pretty cute and the whole Jurassic theme was fun. I'm not a fan of the first 2/3. I'll say first half. I did like the second half. I feel like that's whenever like things started to roll. We saw a lot more of the whole island, and they realized the villain was bad. I just hated how stupid Flynn was from the very beginning. Like it was just so irritating how naive and how ignorant he was to all the signs. I liked all the animals and the little designs they had, the little word plays. Like I think all those are cash grabs, like leek, chimpanzee. I don't know what the banana one was, banana ostrich or something. I don't know what that one. Flamingos, just like those. I feel like those are just kind of fun. But the whole Jurassic theme I thought was kind of neat. Also, a cash grab. Like I feel like they could have done so much more with this, and they ruined it. But yeah, overall, like it was a fun watch. I did turn my brain off. I would not recommend this movie. I would recommend the first one, but this one, yeah, it just falls flat on so many levels. I did, believe it or not, give this movie a 7.
I guessed it.
I can't understand
I don't know
you.
if I can do that though.
I can't. I actually can't understand you.
I'm thinking about retconning that to
No, that's what
On
you.
it because
That's what Rotten Tomatoes says for the record. It's a 71 for critics.
They
Maybe
all
you're
were
the
like,
only
they've
one
all,
here.
all the critics are probably like, oh, it's a
Don't let
fine
us
kids
influence
movie.
you.
Don't show your kids this. There's better things to show your kids.
Uncle Panda.
Yeah.
That's gonna be part of my review.
I just think it was very vibrant and it was fun. It was entertaining to watch, albeit frustrating. I'm gonna keep it at 7.
As you should. You should keep it at 7.
Don't recommend though. Zach, you're up.
So crazy enough, there are 2 points that I wrote down. This is possible favorite. Okay. Never in my life did I ever think that was going to happen while watching this movie, but one part made me smile, and it reference to someone listening. Chandler was going through things that he liked about the movie, and there was one that was like, you know what, Chandler, I'll give you that, and that was one of my possible favorites. And it was whenever he said that he liked the bit of the dad fishing with the pickles, and I was like, I like that because it made me think of like, what if this was Block and Caden and Skylar fishing?
Dude, it was.
I know.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. That might be coming up again.
That's so funny. Holy shit. And then my other favorite was they animated the credits as good as they did last movie. I thought that was pretty well done. I like that. Which is what Chandler also said. I don't have, this is gonna be crazy. I don't have a least favorite specific scene because basically, like, if I had to pick one specifically, I guess it would be just the opening, like the first like 10, 15 minutes of the movie, just because of how violently they just butcher all of our characters from the previous movie, and how like immediately, like even Earl, who like he was supposed to be like the hard ass, like kind of reluctant kind of guy, and then he walks in and he's like, and you guys are gonna need a protector for this, and I'm like, like I know that you guys were chill at the end of last movie, but you would not act like this. It's just I hated it so much that if I had to pick one, I guess it would be that scene. Or you know what? I'm just looking at my notes now. The cut the cheese scene is pretty bad, so I might I might go with that one. So I think I'm gonna pick the cut the cheese scene. My funniest, I liked when Block went and sat on Flint's bed and it folded the bed in two. That made me smile. I wouldn't say there's not a single moment in this movie in which I laughed, but I did smile at a couple scenes, and that was one of them. So that's that. All right, summary time. I said it earlier, but this is genuinely one of the worst movies we've ever watched on this cast. So much so that I had to go back through and look at every single movie we've ever reviewed and compare which ones might be worse than this. I think I've seen more worse movies than this than we've reviewed on the podcast. But when it comes to like ones that we reviewed, this is the second worst movie we've ever talked about. The only one being Joker 2, which is honestly very similar situation. The only difference of the situation is that the same creator of Joker 2 made Joker 1, while it's like people took Lord and Miller's creation and just like butchered every single aspect of it, except for the location design. Because, like, granted, I hate this movie. I genuinely hate this movie. But the animation of like the actual landscape of the island is very well done, and I can't take that away from the animators, and I will give them credit for that. But literally, every single other aspect of this movie is done incorrectly. Like I hate everything that this movie stands for. It destroys our characters. Flint is not Flint. Earl is not Earl. My baby boy Earl. Brent is somehow more annoying in this movie than he was in the last movie. And then they introduce, like what Chandler said, the dumbest retcon ever, with his inspiration being from Chester instead of his mom. And he is a terrible character. Like, it would be somewhat redeemable if he was like even remotely interesting. But what Chester is a vehicle of exposition for the audience, because all he does is tell us, me, he's talking to me, he's telling me what is happening in the screen and going on in that moment, especially since, like, it always happens after we see it happen. Like, whatever happens in the scene, you know for a fact that the very next scene is going to be Chester explaining what just happened to someone. And in the epitome, it's funny that I mentioned the beginning scene is my least favorite scene, because that scene encapsulates the entirety of what this movie is. Just a destruction of our characters, shitty jokes, pun intended, pun very much intended with that one. And then it ends with Chester being like, "Hello, Chester AI. Did the plan go well where we tricked Flint into coming to our lab?" And the AI goes, "Yes, the plan is going perfectly. He accepted our plan, and he's going to be at the lowest he's ever going to be." Why are they talking to each other? They don't know this. They know what's going on. Like, oh my God, I fucking hate this movie. I want to give this movie a 0 out of 10, but the animation on the island is too good, so I'm gonna give it a half point. It's half of a point out of 10. This is like Joker 2 is objectively a worse movie, but I think this is one of the least enjoyable movies I've ever watched in my entire life. I not only wouldn't recommend this movie, I no longer would recommend the first movie because of how bad this one is. Because it will automatically, if you watch the first movie, just because this one existing, you might be like, "Oh, I'll give this one a shot." No, it's literally not worth it to watch the first movie because of how bad this one is. I don't have enough words to express how bad of a movie this is.
Your grading methodology is like my history teacher in high school, bro.
Explain yourself.
He gave zeros or like a B and higher. And you're just like, it's a 0, bro. I don't care whatever it has going for it. It's a 0.
There isn't anything going for it. I gave points to the areas in which it's going. It does not have any humor. It does not
deserve more than a half a point.
There's so much bad in this movie that it negates every, like, I actively didn't want to watch the movie. If I don't want to watch the movie, I can't see the good animation.
Well, Zach, don't worry. I think we all know what's getting the Mediak medal come December.
Wait, dude, it's crazy that you said that, because we actually talked about that before you joined. You're like, what's the odds that Chandler is like, you know what, we're gonna make this one a 10 for everyone?
Yeah, I think you could do that.
That would be funny. That would be really funny.
I'm curious to see what everyone else's number is, but low-key had a spike for a 0.5. I might.
Let's go with Cassie next.
Yeah. Hey, what the fuck, bro? It's my popcorn.
Whenever you're done.
I am done. I'm just saying it's my job to popcorn, okay? And I'm gonna popcorn to Cassie. Not because you picked, but because I wanted to.
And it That's a suggestion.
Oh my God. This is really niche. My least favorite scene was because it was really ugly. It was when the helicopter was coming down and you saw like everyone standing there. I looked at it, like all of the character models looked the exact same and they were all ugly and they moved like little sardines like this. It was landing and it really bothered me and I didn't like it. It like grossed me out, if that makes any sense. The funniest, this movie really didn't make me laugh. It maybe got like a breath out of my nose, you know, like one of those. And it was Sam. I literally in my notes I wrote Sam walking away in the syrup, I guess. I'm really
God,
confident in
yes.
how funny that scene was.
That was painful.
Yeah. Just show him. Show him. I don't know. It was stupid. It got a breath out of my nose. And then my favorite was Flint and his dad going fishing at the end. I was like, oh, that's sweet. I did like that. But that was really, I didn't like this movie, guys. I have a very short summary because I don't think this movie deserves more than that.
You're right. It
I'm
didn't
not
deserve
gonna
what I
lie.
did.
This movie feels like if writers got into a room and they're like, how can we make the worst sequel ever to a really good movie? I don't understand how you fucked it up that bad. Like, they could have done so much and they made this. This movie just feels like, I don't know if kid slop is the appropriate term, but that's kind of what's coming to mind right now. It's like, oh, haha, fart joke. Oh, haha, food pun. Oh, look how pretty this movie is. And like, I will give it that the animation was pretty, like, especially at the end, like in the little mountain cave thing. I was like, oh, that looks nice, but oh my God. And I watched this movie like at work. And I would have rather been doing work stuff than watching this movie. It was terrible. I was sitting down in the pump room, which like actually kind of looks like the back rooms. And I was like, I would rather be walking around doing like actual work than watching this.
Look, are you there?
Yeah, wait, let me show you guys. Like, that's where I spend a lot of my time at work. Doesn't it like actually look like the back? Like, it looks so
Yeah.
haunted.
That's sick, dude. I'd like to walk around there.
You want to walk around?
Yeah, dude. So at my work, the third floor is like completely empty. There's no one there. And whenever I get bored, I just walk, like specifically when I'm working night shifts, because like no one's on the second or like any other floor of the building. I just like go up there and walk around in the pitch black at like 10 o'clock.
That sounds fun.
It's super fun.
But
I
yeah.
love it a lot.
Awesome. Yeah, this movie was buns. I didn't like it. I gave it a 2. And it takes a lot for me to give a score that low. I feel like this might be my lowest score yet.
It's definitely your lowest score yet. That's awesome.
I did not have fun. Also, can I speed run what I've been watching really quick?
Oh, yeah,
Did
go
I
ahead.
leave?
Yeah.
Okay, fire. Duh.
Yeah.
I'm like almost done with this one. I'm starting this one soon. The audiobooks are so good. I'm having such a good time. I love Dungeon Crawler Carl. I've also watched a bunch of like terrible movies. I watched, are you ready for this? Cocaine Crabs from Outer Space. It was awful. What? No.
That feels fun off.
No, it was just awful.
Please tell me you watched these with friends.
I did.
Okay, thank God. Yeah.
That's the only way that you would enjoy that movie because it's so ridiculous. And it was like a no budget kind of film. And they had like the little crab toys that you can get from the dollar store. And they used like iMovie sound effects. Honestly, I'd recommend to watch. It's stupid. Really stupid. I also watched Water Park Shark. That one had more of a budget. It was also terrible, but it was really funny. You'll never guess what happens. There are sharks in the water park, and they, spoiler alert, they kill the shark with Gatorade.
Oh, no way. That's actually, wait, is it similar to how they killed the main villain of Madam Web with Pepsi?
I didn't watch that shitty movie, so I don't know.
They drop a Pepsi sign on him.
But you know how in water parks they have like the big bucket that dumps water down on everything? They filled that up with Gatorade.
No, that's crazy.
It was ridiculous. It was awesome.
Would you recommend those movies over Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs too?
Yeah, like hard yes. Those are at least like fun to watch, and like they know that they're stupid. I don't think that Cloudy knows that it's stupid.
Yeah,
like I don't know. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. I've been spending most of my time with Carl and Donut, and it's so awesome. Dude, Austin, the audiobooks are so good. They're so funny.
I love them. I'm almost like done listening to them a second time right now.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, it's just nice to have on in the background. I'm like doing Red Rising too, but like when I want to turn my brain off or I'm like, I replaced music, honestly, almost entirely with just Dungeon Crawler Carl.
No, that's so
Like-
fair. Like we're going on vacation this week and we have a long flight. I know what I'm gonna do the whole flight.
Exactly.
It's
Just-
so awesome.
It's like it fits into your life so well.
No, yeah, like I'm flying through. Also, is this book, I think I've asked you this before and I don't know what you said. Is this as bad as everyone says it is? Because I feel like I always see people complain about
I don't think it's bad. I think the second book is the worst of the series. That one's like less. I don't. That floor is a little bit confusing, which is why I feel like people don't like it. But I don't think that one's bad at all. But I'm also
Okay.
just like I like the concept. Yeah, I don't know. I've heard mixed things. I feel like the most common thing is the second one is the worst.
Okay. See, and I don't hate the second one, so I'll probably like the third one then.
Yeah, no, I think it'll at worst be like the same. I like the title or why the title's the title.
Yeah, I saw that and I was gonna question it, but then I was like, it'll be fine. You know,
What, like the title on?
yeah, it's called The Alchemist Cookbook. Why?
That's not what it's called.
Oh, Anarchist. Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's
it's
very-
potato
An
tomato,
anarchist
you know.
book. Yeah, exactly. But all right, that's it. Popcorn Austin.
Oh, good choice.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
excited.
Yeah.
Do you have to head out?
I can stay until 3:30, so I can
Okay,
probably
cool.
hear Austin's review.
Cool. Yeah, fuck you,
Okay.
Skylar.
Oh, I don't have a lot.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Probably won't be that. You can probably hear the beginning of Skies. Favorite is going. I had favorite / least favorite for this. It's going to be the recap of the first movie, just because conveniently I didn't watch the first movie, so I was like, this is the one time I will actually appreciate this. Like I'll just say trope used in a movie. It's awful, and I hate the retcon of it, even without watching the first one. But man, I did actually forget a lot that recap helped me with. Least favorite. I don't like how they treated the dad in this, man. Like this should have been his time to shine, and like I thought the pickle thing was cute, but it just didn't make sense that the one wilderness like practical hands-on guy was treated as like this fragile thing they needed to protect by just leaving on the boat and then forgetting about. Funniest, I like the Steve versus the shrimp whatever thing a little bit.
Benzie.
Yeah, and then he was just like shove, and then he was like Steve. I was like, yeah, that was about it. Okay, overall, I want to call back to something Zach said last week that in hindsight makes it me more upset about.
2 weeks ago.
When I said, 2 weeks ago, you're right. Sorry, last week I was not in the back rooms.
Real quick,
when
I
I
said
said-
that to make you mad on purpose. I know what you're going with. I know where you're going.
I know, yeah. But I'm still gonna get there because not everyone else does. When I said, I'm like, oh, none of this is gonna matter. Zach was like, oh yeah, it's a kids movie. None of this matters. And I was like, I didn't really care at the time, but now in hindsight, I'm like, Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Any of those are not kids movies. Not like this. This is insane. This was like there's movies that the kids can see. Brand New Day is on the brink of that. And like I know that was like a rage bait thing, but like that's like on the brink of I think what I'd show my kids. This is made for kids. It is the kid slot, like Cassie, you said. Like there's just nothing that anyone above the age of 5 could take from this. I'm sorry, Shan. But no, that sounds like I'm gonna say something good about it. No, I'm gonna continue. It's just if I was lobotomized, if I was lobotomized at the age of 3, I think this would be my favorite movie, and for the next 2 years, and then I would grow out of it. It's just that bad. The jokes are awful. And that's all it does is leapfrog from joke to joke to joke to joke. And I don't know, the middle to like, 80% of the way through, they repeat the same just interactions for jokes, and it wastes so much time. And I just stopped watching this. I was like cooking in the background. I was like practicing guitar, like whatever. I'm like, I genuinely was not caring about this at all. I just needed to have it on to say I watched it. I regret taking the notes that I did because it doesn't deserve that. I I think the main comparisons I made, and this was like halfway through the movie, was like this feels like the Lego 2 movie mixed with Quantumania, mixed with I don't know, Jurassic Park if you like put it through a blender and then made AI work with this what was left of the script. I'm already giving this movie too much like time to talk about. So yeah, I would not recommend this. I think this sucks. I haven't seen the first one in years, and this makes me think worse of the first one just having seen this. So I went with a 1.5. I had one on Letterboxd, which is out of 5, and I was like, maybe I'll give this a 2. But after talking about it, I think 1.5 might still be high, but I'm gonna go with 1.5.
Austin, I like how you mentioned the Lego movie too, because it's literally the exact same situation, because it's a Lord and Miller movie with a lot of heart that was taken and just butchered, and all of the characters are different, and the entire story is not the same, and it just sucks in comparison. So that's a good
Zach, I'm
reference.
surprised Lego Movie 2 wasn't on your list of movies that are just as bad.
We didn't review it.
We didn't? Oh,
No.
No, yeah,
Did
we
we not?
didn't.
No, because
I
so many
remember
people were
watching it and hating it.
I'm sorry, we didn't actually review it. we did Lego Movie and then Lego Batman,
Why
and then
not
like
watch it?
because we were going to review it, and then the following week, like everyone couldn't make the recording, so me and Skylar just did One Piece instead.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
because I hated that movie.
that movie's terrible.
And so
That movie is as bad as this. No, the One Piece movie is pretty cool, but the Lego Movie 2 is almost as bad as this, I think.
guys, I have to go.
Yeah.
But Skylar, I'll watch your review when you
Yeah.
guys
It's not gonna be that different.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
Big time.
Have fun.
All right. Popcorn Sky.
All right. Chan the Misery is almost done, I promise. My favorite was still just the dad. I don't think they can do really anything to make me hate the dad. The dad is just my dad. It's awesome. I didn't find the funniest, so I put 2 least favorites.
That's awesome.
And it was the puns they were making continuously through this. Every time I like actively got more and more upset. It was like a rage meter that was like slowly building each time. And then whenever they were on the boat, it like speed ran that meter.
Dude, this cat is gonna make me jump through that window behind me.
And then my other least favorite was just how Chester looked. I didn't like it. It was very weird. He looked the worst out of them somehow, and he's the newest model. So that didn't make sense, and he moved too much. I didn't like it. It was gross. I also didn't like whenever he put his underwear over his head. I know they both did that, but it was still really weird. But that's a whole different tangent. Yeah, so that's my 3. So my summary, they took such an original idea, and that's something I even talked about in last week, how the idea was really original. And somehow they made it insanely unoriginal by taking cliches from like every other movie, Evil Corp Guy, Jurassic Park, like everything Austin pretty much listed is what I was going to say. And they just threw it all into one and somehow turned a super original idea and super unoriginal. And then it like wasn't fun. They committed too much to just making a child chuckle at like everything, and it really ruins it, because the first one, it didn't get my highest score ever, but I still did appreciate how it was good, because I don't really like the whole Cloudy with the Meatballs as a whole. It's just like, I know it's good, but it's just not for me. It's like a personal bias, I guess. And this one makes it kind of worse, because this time they just have a ton of random jokes on screen. There's a ton of random noises. I think Chandler, whenever he said you used to stem the word butter, I think that was their goal, was to make people stem some of these words.
He was mostly from the trailer, though. It's not even the movie.
It worked. It at least worked a little bit. But it's not a complete 0, because I still like the dad. I still think the dad was the best out of all of them. He was the most similar in my mind. He was still a big fishing guy. Yeah, he had some weirdness, but he did that fishing on the boat thing, which was still like awesome because I literally did that with my dad like this summer. So that was awesome. It was really soon. Yeah, and that was pretty much exactly how it went. I like the part at the end whenever it doesn't make sense how they got there, but the father son fishing moment is still really it's adorable. Even though I don't think it makes sense in the movie, it's nice. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I do not recommend this. I'm the second highest score on this. I gave it a 3 because I liked the dad and I liked how the world looked, and I kind of liked the green onion dinosaur. I thought he was cool. I like how he had a little beard. But like that's about it. I'm gonna be completely honest. There's not a whole lot. It was way too much and way too little all at the same time. If it was a 10-minute movie, it would have been, wow, that sucked. And if it was an hour 45-minute movie, I would have said, wow, that sucked. So, yeah, our Mediak average, I've never seen a number this low. I added up all 5 and our number combined is 14.
All of our scores come together to make Chan's score. Like we all added to 7, and that's tough.
That's crazy, actually.
So, yeah, usually whenever I do this, I see a number anywhere from like 20 to 40. And usually it's like 26. Yeah, it got a 14, and our Mediak average is a 2.8. So a 3 out of 10.
So fucking high.
Actually, I don't know what.
Well, if you wanted to consult another opinion, Scout really liked all the group with 4-legged scenes.
Hey, like it's a relative term. She went crazy. She probably was just pissed off about it.
Yeah, that's a good point, Austin. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're talking about
I
you.
think this might be the lowest average we've given a movie. I think Joker 2 had a higher average.
I think it's
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's really Joker should have gotten a 0 from me. I think.
I agree. It should have gotten a 0 for me as well.
Retroactive, I don't know what I gave it, but retroactively it's a 0. That is probably the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. This is probably a close second or third, honestly. So
but
sucks.
That's cloudy too. So Zach, you want to take it away with some news? We got a lot of news this week.
It really sucks that we watched that movie.
I agree.
So
if only somebody's been saying the last couple of weeks, we should change it.
No, it's okay. We got through it. We can never do it again now. So that's the good part about it. We now never have to watch it. Yeah. So last night we had like a shit ton of Disney announcements. I'm not going to go through all of them because like I honestly don't really care about most of them because like we got a slight teaser for Frozen 3. I'm sure Lily is excited about that. We got a bunch of X-Men announcements. We'll talk about that in a second here. Just because that's more important. We got a slight teaser for the live action Tangled movie that's releasing March 31st to 2028. So that's pretty fun, I guess. We got an announcement for a live action Lilo and Stitch 2. We got a look at Angel. That's cool. That's coming summer of 2028. I don't want that, but it made $1 billion, so someone does. So I hope that whoever enjoyed that first one enjoys that second one. We got a release date for Vision Quest and a trailer. I did not watch the trailer because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be watching this because I'm just interested in seeing Ultron again. That's dropping October 14th. This is one of the last Marvel shows. We talked about this last week, but Marvel has stopped making TV shows. Daredevil Born Again is officially the last one that they're doing. And Vision Quest is like one of the last ones. So that's cool. Be excited for that, I guess. I don't know. What do I want to talk about? Incredibles 3.
Zootopia 3.
Yeah, but I don't.
Oh, sorry.
I didn't say that, but I'm happy you said that because that's one of the ones that's like Frozen 3 that I just was like, we are gonna get it. Like
I've not seen Zootopia 2 yet, but I love Zootopia.
Zootopia 2, I thought was pretty solid.
Yeah, a lot of people say Zootopia 2 is better.
One. Yeah, it's been a while since I watched Zootopia 2 and Zootopia 1, but I do remember liking them both a lot, and I thought they were pretty interchangeable.
I like the first one. I don't know. I just don't care enough about that universe to want a third one, but I'm happy that that fan base is getting another one as long as it's good. Speaking of fan bases getting another one, Incredibles 3, we got a little bit of the plot. The story will follow the kids on a quest to prove that they are real superheroes. And then like the other shit that they gave about this movie is so generic. Like one of the ones was the villain proves that it's more powerful than the entire family combined. Well, yeah, wasn't that like, I feel like that's kind of given that it's a movie about the family fighting a villain. So like, cool. And then, another thing that they said is Mr. Incredible will struggle with his strength. Didn't he do that in the first movie? You know? So like, I don't know, whatever. I just don't care about much of what Disney's doing. And then this one's funny. I think you guys should look up Star Wars Starfighter because like, I don't know if it's just me and if I'm a hater or whatever, but this got to be one of the worst official logos I've ever seen for a movie ever. Like, it's just the Star Wars logo with Starfighter written over top of it.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, no.
It's bad. It's like really, really
It's
bad.
lazy.
I screenshotted this from the Star Wars Instagram page.
That is
That is so bad.
That's just so lazy.
It's like
I don't
hard
care
to
if it's
read.
bad if it's original.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's just like no effort in this at all. Like, what's exciting? I'm sure they showed cool stuff at D23, and if you were there, nice. This movie releases May 28th, 2027, starring Ryan Gosling, directed by Sean Levy. I like Bullet Train. I like Ryan Gosling a whole lot, so like this definitely could be really good. That poster is not. I know posters aren't indicative of the movie, obviously, but like it's Star Wars. Like, try a little harder, you know?
I feel like AI could have done more than that.
You know what? I agree with you very much on that, actually. And I'm a very anti-AI kind of guy.
I have an AI story at the end of the news segment that's related to news. So
Yeah, we could talk about that. I was planning on saving that for last as well. I'm sure it's similar. Yeah.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So we also got announcements for a bunch of different actors who's going to be playing in our X-Men movie that's releasing May 5th of 2028. Crazy that they gave a release date for that already because they haven't started filming yet. You know, like, why are you that confident that it's going to be able to release on that day already? Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. Who would have thought? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Sadie Sink is Jean Grey. Kit Connor is Cyclops. Christopher. They are officially announcing it, so I think it's past the spoilers now. Christopher Abbott is.
For those that haven't seen Spider-Man yet, though, it's just like,
yeah. It's been a couple weeks. It's $1 billion movie. Everyone who cares has seen the movie already. Christopher Abbott is Professor Charles Xavier. Samara Weaving is Emma Frost. Indy Navarrete is Rogue. Maya Boyd is Storm. And Adam Driver is Nathaniel Milbury, who is Mr. Sinister. So, cool.
Professor X.
he's going to be the antagonist.
What?
Is Sinister
Probably.
Yeah,
Guess
Mr.
so.
Sinister is the antagonist. Yeah.
Real quick opinions on that and telling / asking, but Obsession Girl as Rogue is an interesting
Yeah, I didn't.
casting. I feel like I don't know if I really see that. Apparently, she was going for like Mystique or something.
That's what she
prior,
said.
and I'm like, I could see that. Yeah,
Because she's-
Rogue's an interesting pick.
She's a good actress. Like, I feel like that kind of is holding her back a bit. And like, I'm going to be honest, like, I don't really want to hear her do a Southern accent. You know, like, not that I don't think she can do it.
Too.
I agree
if
with
they're gonna
that,
do
yeah.
Like, right? Like,
That's Rogue's
I
whole
don't
thing.
know.
From X-Men 97.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I guess she could like work out crazy in the 6 months until they start filming the movie. But like, even then,
I think they're going to do something with her costume. to, like,
that'd be
kinda make it
worse.
fit. I know. I don't know how
It's
we're
not
going to
have
do
to
it.
be
But, like,
Jacked.
they're going to do something.
I just, I love her and I love Rogue. I just don't think that they're the best together.
Agreed. Also, Christopher Abbott as Professor X seems. I can't see that.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
I just looked them up and I just like I don't know. He doesn't.
I can't see Cyclops.
I can see Cyclops.
I'm open to Cyclops. Like,
Have you
I'm
seen
gonna wait to see for that
him
one,
in
but-
person, Chandler?
I mean, I saw photos of him in videos. Yeah,
Okay, so like he's a fucking like.
I've never met the guy.
No. I meant like, have you seen videos of him like walking around? Like he's one of G's favorite shows is one where he's like one of the co-stars, and his whole thing is that he's like the big rugby jock. Like he can be like Cyclops. I think that's a pretty good cast actually. Personally, he's also in The Wild Robot. He voices the baby. Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Oh my God, Callie, if I have to open the door one more time for you to walk in and then immediately walk out, I'm going to lose my mind.
It's a cardboard box, dude.
She doesn't want to go in it. Can't we talk about Supergirl?
No.
I'm not the one to talk about it, dude.
It wasn't.
I only know from you and Scott.
Yeah, apparently it was released that they used AI to help create Jason Momoa's what is it, a whole costume and everything for it.
So in the design
but also other stuff
phase of making the movie, they like before they made the costume, they just like put into Grok. They were like Jason Momoa Lobo, and then they took like 300 images of Jason Momoa's Lobo with AI, and then took 15 of them, and that's like what they used to design Lobo instead of
I can't pick which one. Let's just merge. Or collage.
If I just grabbed a comic.
So like here's the thing. Okay, it's clobbering time because I said the thing.
It's too hard.
But like I like actually can't understand. I can understand using AI in a movie. Like I don't like AI, but I understand using AI in a movie. I understand using AI to help with character designs. I can't understand the use of AI in a movie for character designs with Lobo because there's like 100 billion jillion designs of Lobo that you could have just been like, I'm going to do this one. Like there's actually
to be original.
Yeah, original, where the AI is literally just taking one of those 150 designs and then picking from it and showing it to them. But now they don't have to credit the guy who actually designed it to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah, original. It's just a dumb situation. They also deleted all that information immediately after people didn't like it. I wonder why. So yeah, that's fun. Any opinions on that? Do you guys think the DCU is cooked?
No, but that's
Spider-Man movie yet?
Spider-Man?
Or sorry, Superman?
No, that's not going to be canceled. I don't think because it's almost done.
I think if that movie's bad, the DCU's actually like cooked, like might not continue cooked.
I think that's going to be the nail in the coffin, but I don't think it's going to. If Lanterns that releases tomorrow as of recording, and if Clayface,
tomorrow.
Yeah, if Lanterns is bad, if Clayface is bad, if Creature Commando season 2 is bad, Superman, regardless of how good it is not going to make money because no one cares about the universe.
I think you don't know what you're talking about. It's Superman.
Superman didn't make a whole lot of money. It made $570 million.
It wasn't riding off of anything, though. That's my point. Like, I'm not saying it's like going to make Spider-Man numbers, but like it's Superman. Like people are going to see Superman at the movies. Like they don't care about the universe.
I think they kind of do though, because like it made almost the same amount of money as Thunderbolts. Like I don't. Superman should be a lot higher than that. You know, whenever Superman first came out with Man of Steel, that movie made like not way more than Superman, but it made decently more than Superman. So I think that, like, interest in the universe is a massive part into this, because like that's the entirety of the hype for Doomsday. You know, that movie looks like complete and total dog shit, but people only care about it because like it's the MCU. You know. It's the universe that we have watched forever. Oh, they released another trailer for Doomsday, and honestly, I think that trailer looked kind of okay.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it because I was like, I want to hear his voice as Doom, and I was like, you know what? I liked it. And also, there was something in my What We Watching that really made me like, I'm on a Doom kick right now. Like, I'm gonna go read some Doom comics after we're done here. I'll talk about it in a second. Oh, I'm out of news. Anyone else have anything? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do. That was not the AI thing that I was talking about.
Really interesting.
Yeah. So, Zach, your rating of 0.5 is not the lowest rating I've heard for something. And
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got released a new AI full album, and Pitchfork gave it a 0.0 out of 10. I'll redo their description, but I just got it off of like pitchfork.com. You could look it up, and it's right there. It said, this rapper's slop pop concept album is smug and complacent and depressing. Its very existence has made the world a worse place. And that is it. It's hilarious. I don't think getting a 0 is honestly more impressive than getting a 10. Because at minimum, if I could like at least listen to a song and not like it, it might get a 1. So the fact that it's not even that is kind of insane.
That's actually true, because like I could, like, as much as I wanted to, like I could not give this movie a 0. So you're right. It takes it's way more impressive to get a 0 than a 10.
Yeah, you were
like,
close to giving it a 0,
dude,
bro.
Like, because the second the movie ended, I gave it a 1, and I was like, I never want to watch this again. And then as we talked about it, I didn't realize how much pent up anger I had towards this movie, and I was like, I'm dropping half a point just from emotion.
Don't forget the boat scene with the father, dude.
That's
the
point. That's point
Don't
one.
get him going again,
That's point
Chad.
one
But
of
then where
those
did the
points.
animation come from?
The other point 4.
This is
It's your podcast, bro. It's Mediak.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, you're such a goober. I'm okay with your score. I'm happy you liked the movie. Just I would if you had a gun to my head and said, I'm gonna shoot you, or you have to watch Clyde with a Chance of Meatballs 2, I would actually consider it. Like, being realistic in a realistic term, I would I would think about it and be like, is it worth it? What are we delaying for, Skylar? What are you doing?
I'm
Yeah,
looking
album.
through that. They went and wrote a book
Congrats.
about it. I'm just scrolling through this.
I will say with that, I've seen a good amount of TikToks about that, and it makes me frustrated because they're using songs from the album as the sound on the TikTok. So it's
so it's gonna
giving
play
it
it.
plays. Like, that's what I genuinely think, like, the 0 rating and everyone talking shit is gonna give it so much more like attention, and
Development
views
treatment.
or listens.
Yeah,
exactly.
Good publicity.
Exactly. And like, it's going to be an fully AI generated album that he didn't put effort in. And he's probably going to make more money than any of his other albums, because who else would listen to that?
I actually have never
mean-
heard of Tyga until this. So
He did Kylie Jenner.
Well, yeah, I was
That's
gonna say, wasn't he super popular in that era because he dated Kylie Jenner? And
Music ever that?
I only know who Kylie Jenner is
I
because of
thought-
Timothy Chalamet. So I don't think I knew who Kylie Jenner was back whenever they were dating.
Lit was a big fan of her.
No, but, dude, it would be crazy if I was just like, who's lit?
This is. I'm just like looking. Maybe he does not have a good song.
Well, I mean, that makes sense. He did it. He made an AI album. AI is for people who can't do something or aren't talented enough to do something.
I mean,
Chris Brown.
I don't want to show it because you'll have to censor it. But like his Kyoto album cover, honestly, is probably worse than the AI one. And I think he made that because it was in 2018.
That's upsetting.
Oh, what the fuck?
You see it?
Yeah, that'll
Yeah,
definitely
it's
censor.
horrible. That is weird. That is weird.
I want to see this now. Someone talk. So
Look it up. I please look it up. Yeah. Sorry, YouTube. You're not gonna see it.
The Japan flag in the background's crazy, man.
What in the
Like that.
furry?
Yeah.
Are you looking that up on your work laptop?
No.
Whoa. Yeah.
But it's like it's not even like it's like an actual animal because it there's no fur. It's just it's like it's painted.
I
on.
think Scott would bark at that.
In what way? I'm kidding. That was gross. Did we want to get into the
That
next?
was the only thing I had.
Okay, cool.
I just couldn't not talk about it as 0.0.
I'm happy you said that.
Austin,
Yes, guy.
what have you been watching? I know Dungeon Crawler. Carl, but I'm so excited.
Yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl is like, I just listened to it in the background, and I'm almost on my second full listen through. The later ones, it's nice to get details for the overall story. The first, I'm like just started re-listening to the first one because I started on the third one because I was slightly confused by the maze, and I was like, oh, listen to a couple of chapters to get a good refresher, and then I continued to listen through books 3 through 8. So now I'm back to 1, and it's just like silly fun. It's crazy to see that this is what it started as. Anyway. Also, the 4th book in the Red Rising series, I finished the 3rd one, Morning Star. I'm on the 2nd trilogy in it, which is, I didn't know it was 2 separate trilogies, but it definitely is. Also very good. Yes, guy?
I've heard Morningstar is one of the best books written, and it's the best in that series.
I've heard different things for like people saying which are the best. Like I've heard the 2nd trilogy is significantly better than the first. I thought Morningstar was amazing. That was my favorite of the first trilogy by far. But low key, like Iron Gold, which is the 4th one in the series, is like up there. But the end of Morningstar was so cool, man. Like oh my god, I'd recommend the series 100%, but Morningstar especially is like so good and also really really sad. But yeah, it's a good series. Would recommend. Audiobooks are pretty solid for it, which I found out just before this. They're on Spotify. Thanks, Zach. I spent money where I didn't need to, but I'm not going to anymore. So I guess, keep looking forward. And then Pursuit of Jade, that Chinese drama that I've been watching. I have 8 episodes left of that, so almost through it. It is really good. I'm not sure I'd recommend it to everyone here. I don't think anyone would dislike it, but I don't know. It's a lot to sit through subtitles for, but I'm committed to finishing it, and it's gotten to a really good point, and actually is really, really good, and I'm excited to keep watching it, but I have to lock it every time I watch it because I also take notes. But yeah, that's about it on my side. Just those 3 things consistently. So thank you for asking, Scott.
Problem. I'm hoping I have something good for you, but Zach.
I found a piece of news that I would like to insert here real quick.
Okay.
So this is at D23. We're getting an Oswald movie. If you guys know who that is, this is
Oh yeah.
this is sick. This is sick. Made by Jon Favreau.
Wait, what?
Oh wow.
Who's that?
Oswald. You don't know who Oswald is?
No, I'm thinking I do. I just.
So I think you've played Epic Mickey. I think you've played Epic Mickey, so you know. But Oswald is Disney's first like mascot character that they lost the rights to and then got back later.
Oh,
that's not Oswald. That's not.
It's like Mickey Mouse.
A lot of how you saw
Yeah. So it's a bunny rabbit instead of a mouse.
Yeah, they remastered that Epic game, by the way.
They did, yeah. Yeah, it's on Switch, which is pretty fun.
oh,
Yeah,
I do
you know
remember
Oswald.
that thing.
Yeah, they're making a
Yeah.
so this is that's going to be a hybrid animation real life movie. So I hope that's good.
Sick.
Interesting.
I'm happy that they're doing more of those now. Like after the success of Coyote versus Acme. Well, a hopeful success. It's getting a lot of good reviews, is what I mean by success. Yeah, this cat. She's still she's meowing. I close the door. She runs away for 5 minutes and then comes back.
The door open, bro.
But because it's going to create echo.
I don't think Discord. Okay, maybe.
Discord might not pick it up, but this will.
Fair.
That's more important.
Callie don't know that. Callie don't know about Echo.
You know what? You know what?
You have to buy Red Rising on Spotify.
What? I just looked it up. And
Way.
I thought it
I
was
looked
included
at
in
Red
premium.
Rising and
Do you use Spotify Premium?
no.
Okay, that'll do it. Yeah, I think it comes with Spotify Premium and not a Spotify Premium.
Mm.
Apple Music.
And you get the dramatized versions too, which is crazy.
No.
But yeah,
Can't
I'm paying for Audible for no reason. Yeah, go on, Chan.
What?
Yes.
What?
What have you been watching?
Wait,
I'm not
just-
giving it to Zach anymore.
Yeah. That's your.
I think that's fair.
Yeah, that's sad. You use it for.
Red Rising's on Apple Music too.
Wow.
On Apple Music too? What the fuck
Austin,
am I
I think
doing?
you're- yeah, I'm just saying.
I lied. I might have lied. Maybe I didn't. You
Well,
can
to
go.
answer your question, since you're so knowing, Sky. I've been learning how to play the piano recently. I want to learn. Yeah. I used to play forever ago when I was like in middle school or elementary. When we had a player piano, it was the sickest thing ever. Okay, but I hated doing my homework, so I never it didn't last long. But yeah, so I'm learning how to play. I can play like reading note sheet isn't like I can read beginner note sheet, but like I'm too impatient, so I'm already like starting to learn songs that I shouldn't be learning. And so I found a YouTube video. It's not like I'm looking at a note sheet, so it's like I'm like actually learning how to play the piano, but I'm learning how to play the song at least. Whatever, I'll work my way eventually, but I'm playing like the beginner version. This dude as from Chainsaw Man movie, the In the Pool song. If you guys know what I'm talking about, I can play the beginner version, mistake free. Sometimes I cannot play the easy mode, dude. I don't know how to use two hands at once. Even though I'm just pressing the same keys with my left hand, I might move over every now and then. It's just so hard to like split my brain and do that at the same time. So, and then after that, I'm going to learn how to play Howl's Moving Castle's theme song because I just watched that movie yesterday. Peak. I wish I was going to do a little bit, and I forgot to do this bit during my summary for this movie. I was going to be like, "Well, we never talked about spoilers, this and that," and I was going to jump right into the review of Howl's Moving Castle. We should have lasted more than like 10 seconds, but yeah, I love that movie. I really hope we can somehow work Studio Ghibli into this podcast. So there's just so many I haven't seen. I've really only ever seen that one a lot, and then maybe some of Ponyo. That might be
My name
it.
Totoro.
I don't think I've seen that, dude. Totoro, Monosuke, Princess, whatever that one is. I want to see that one. Captain
Boy in the
Sky.
Heron.
Huh?
Is that Studio Ghibli? No.
What is?
Boy in the Heron.
Boy in the Heron,
Yeah.
Studio Ghibli.
That's the most recent one. Yeah, they
Okay,
said that they were
yeah.
done, and they came out with that one. I thought, and then I think
Yeah,
they all said they're
they're
done.
done.
They're coming out with another one. I think. I hope they're not done because they're so good. But yeah,
There's a Jujutsu Kaisen meme about you learning to play the piano with Gojo and Megami. I thought you should know because you rewatched the dub recently where he goes, "Sorry, today we're gonna master Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," and it's Gojo saying that. But
well, the next thing I was gonna say is I just finished rewatching all of JJK English. Duh, I don't remember that.
So that was in
That
one
was
of the post credit scenes in season 1.
I get those.
Yeah, because they're all like jokey jokes. And that one is Itadori finds Megami talking to a random girl on the street. So Itadori, Nobara, and Gojo all like sprint at him to make fun of him. And like,
Yeah, I did see that.
you did? Yeah. And then what? Like,
Every single one except for that one. And I was like, oh my gosh, is this canon?
yeah. And then Itadori and Nobara like jump at him, and then Gojo walks up dressed all sexy, and he goes, "Come on, Megami, it's time for practice."
time for piano lesson.
Yeah,
Today we're
Yeah, he was just helping her out, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like she was
A
asking
little
for directions or
dumb.
something.
yeah, that's literally all that was
Yeah.
happening. She just asked for directions.
Yeah, I'm still figuring out. Like, remember the girl that showed up to Yuji Itadori?
Yeah.
Like, I'm wondering what the point of that was. I feel like that's gonna have to pay off at some point. But anyway,
No.
yeah. Next thing I was gonna say is I finished JJK, and that's about it. I think.
Well, that's about it. See
I think.
Awesome.
Thanks, guy.
We also would have had a volleyball tournament, Chandler.
Remind me, bro. Twice past 2 tourneys past few Sundays. Well, this tomorrow and then the prior Sunday both canceled. At least we didn't find out at 1 a.m. though. That is huge.
That is true,
I would
but
take-
I am 0 for 5. Genuinely 0 for 5 on grass tournament.
Yeah. The only one that I'm like 1 for is because I spontaneously joined the night before on a team of randoms and we got second place in the championship. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
Make that make sense, bro.
So Zach,
Am I allowed to go yet?
yeah, now you can.
Hey, cool.
Before you turned my
So you're
segment
ending
into
it.
your segment, and that was your punishment.
Yeah, that's fair. So I kind of only did like 2 things since we last talked. I've been playing a lot of Marvel Tokon. I have 2 missions left in Cyberpunk, but I am only playing Tokon because that's my current hyperfixation, and it's amazing. It's a really great game. I finished all the stories recently, and the Doom story was really sick, and that made me wanna experience more Doom shit. So yeah. Do you guys care if I spoil it at the end?
Go for it.
Okay, so at the end of the Doom story, like none of them are like super complex, but like I like the Ghost Rider one and the Doom one the most. The Doom one probably is the best one because it like as you're going through the story, he's like collecting things from the heroes you beat. And then whenever you get to the champion, he just like takes the champion's power and becomes like the ruler of the universe at the end of it. And I'm like, that was pretty cool. And it was also really well built up because the first level is fighting against the champion because Doom gets pissed that they didn't send an invite to him for him to make a team. So he goes to the champion and is like, "You dare ignore Doom?" And then they fight and the champion like kind of kicks his ass a little bit. And then that's Doom learning like the things that he needs to beat Doom throughout the rest of the story. It's really good. I liked it a lot. And that did more of a job of making me excited for Doomsday than any of the marketing they've done for that movie so far. And then what else? That game's amazing, by the way. Really fantastic, well built. But that's like not surprising at all because of Arc System. Oh, in the Ghost Rider story, Deadpool says a couple funny lines. So Thor is not in the wait. The first thing that he says that is funny is a reference to people who play Arc System games, which are the people who made this fighting game. And he just like predicted who the secret fight at the end of the game would be. And he goes like, "It was so obvious. Arc System games always have a final boss like this." And I was like, "Oh, that's funny." And then at the very, very end of it, Loki's on that team. And like Loki's whole plot line throughout all of the stories is that Thor is missing and he's trying to prove his innocence to Asgard. And at the very end of the Ghost Rider story, because he's Loki's on Ghost Rider's team, that's why he's focused on more in that one. He's like, "Oh, I have to leave because I have to go find my brother Thor." And then Deadpool goes, "What are you doing? They leaked the DLC on Reddit months ago. Here, come here." And he just went and whispered in his ear, and then Loki was like, "Oh, okay, I won't go look for him now." I thought that was like super funny. That actually like had me chuckle a lot because I was like, either that means Thor is in the DLC or like a version of Thor is in the DLC. And I was like, "Oh, that's charming." I like that a lot. It made me laugh. The other thing I watched was the EDP documentary, and it sucked. It was so bad. Why did they do it that way? Because like I know that guy can be a good director, but then he just wasn't. Did any of you guys watch it or know what I'm talking about?
Only clips. Yeah.
It was terrible.
Great thing for people that have seen it though, except for you.
Well, yeah, because it was just like a YouTube video. It wasn't a documentary.
Yeah.
Didn't they sit down like across from each other and just ask questions?
No, there was only like 10 minutes of it. Not even. It was actually.
That was all my clips.
It was only like 3 minutes of it. And that part like really irked me because keep in mind this is a documentary about a guy who tried to have like relations with a child multiple times. They caught him multiple times doing it, and they brought Chris Hansen in as like a Batman reveal, and it had nothing, literally nothing to do with the actual documentary except for Chris Hansen's now in it, and they played it like a joke in the actual documentary, and I'm like, do you guys not know the subject of what we're watching here? Yeah.
Do you think it was because of prime time?
No, I think it's because Chris Hansen's really popular on the internet, and it just so happened to release with primetime that it's happening. And like the worst part about that scene is that they spent less time with Chris Hansen asking the Predator-related questions to EDP than they did talking about To Catch a Predator. Because then after that sequence, they spent the next 15 minutes comparing To Catch a Predator to Predator Poachers, which I'm going to be honest, pretty interesting stuff. Literally nothing to do with the documentary, though. I have no idea why they took the direction that they did. It was so poorly made. The first like half of it was just all internet jokes and like memes and shit like that. And then the rest of it which was what I thought the documentary was going to be. Like, it was hyped up as like a day in the life of EDP, where he's just going to go around being evil and saying shit like that. That was what the rest of the documentary was, and that was actually really interesting because then they brought in a convicted pedophile and like talked to him about how he's getting brought back into society again, and comparing that with how EDP is acting like the complete opposite of it. Which that's super interesting. I wish it was just like 30 minutes of just the end of the documentary. And then at the end of it, they had a speed run of interviewing internet people and asking what they thought of EDP, as if that had anything to do with the rest of the documentary at all. Like, Chris Chan was in it. Like, what the fuck does Chris Chan have anything to do with this EDP documentary? He's only in it because of the fact that the internet knows him. And then the documentary has like one of the worst openings in any film related thing I've ever seen ever. Cause it's just a 5-minute trailer for what is about to happen in the movie. And it is so like, if you guys have to watch it. Cause like, that's like a poor explanation, because like most people would be like, oh, isn't an intro supposed to be like a No, it's not. It's supposed to be a hook. It's supposed to hook you into it. And they have, if I definitively at part 1 of this documentary, if you started it right there, insanely good start, I think. But that first 5-minute bit, garbage. And then from there on, it's literally just like, he's they're joking around about him being a pedophile. And then at one point, they visit at someone's house and have him just sit with kids, and they talk to him while he's like holding a kid. I'm being serious.
Why would they do that?
That's awful.
I don't know. Like, this is genuinely one of the worst documentaries I've ever watched. It's not a documentary. It's a poorly made, shitty YouTube video. Yeah?
Would you rather watch this or Cloudy 2? That or Cloudy 2?
That. Cloudy 2 is way worse.
That is brutal.
Oh, man.
You're going to win here.
Well, because there's actually interesting parts of the EDP documentary. Like, there's aspects of it that I was like, whenever they actually talked to the other predator, I was like, not impressed. I just was like, we've never seen something like this, because we always.
What would you rate the documentary?
Like a 3, I think.
That's the average we gave this movie, though.
Yeah, not me though. that
That is
giggle.
like 6 times the score.
Yeah, that giggle is great. All right, well, I think I've talked about that more than I need to. So I'm done. It's just really insanely disappointing, because I watched his previous documentary and it was like actually good. And I had high hopes for this one because I thought it was going to be the same. But no, it was just like internet shit posting for 45 minutes and then somewhat interesting stuff mixed in.
Before we do our thing, I forgot to mention this, if you don't mind me going back.
I
finally finished this book. I finally finished.
Yeah.
It took me like a year, and I've forgotten so much. I just put it through. I was like, I'll remember it as the book goes on.
And did you?
So, no. It's so confusing. Like, I'm reading this book to better understand the anime, and I think I'm going to have to go back to the anime to better understand.
It's a circle.
But I'm going to move on to the second book soon. And I did buy this whenever I finished the third book. So,
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
I'll get to it eventually.
Oh, I'm spreading this so much. I'm so happy.
I read a book as well. I finished the third Aragon book, and I officially am moving on to this is just the cover of it because I don't want to bring the cover to work. Though we used
Moving on to Dungeon Crawler Carl.
No, I'm going to read Dungeon Crawler Carl after I finish reading the Aragon. I'm going to listen to Dungeon Crawler Carl after I finish reading the Aragon series, and then after I finish reading the Fourth Wing series. So you have a while to go.
Austin, I want to thank you for telling me all of what you've been watching in the allotted time period. I just want to thank you for that. Apparently, I have a couple of liars over here.
Technically, it was still within my time period, and Chandler just joined in there. I didn't say I was. Actually, wait, I don't remember if I said I was done or not. I did go silent. I know that.
You did good.
Yeah.
I don't remember if you said you were done either.
Yeah.
But extra shout out to Austin. So I'm glad he's picking the movie next week. You guys might.
I know what that's going to be now.
Oh yeah, say it. Tell everyone.
Could you let me know?
This is I think Chan pushed me over the edge here, but I was debating about it. We're going to go with the Studio Ghibli one. We're going to do, because I've heard about this movie so many times from so many different people, and it's one that I've never watched. And I just looked up ratings and rankings of them, and this was always in the top 2. Princess
Mononoke.
Mononoke.
Mononoke,
yeah. I've never actually seen that one. How many people here have seen that? No,
It's like one of
That's
3
great
Studio
things, too.
Ghibli movies I haven't seen.
exactly. And it's like it's a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, both actually, well, 93% critic, but 94% like audience, and everyone rates it in like their top 1 or 2. And everyone I've talked to that has seen this said it's like one of their favorite movies ever. So like, I feel like it could be a good one.
I'm excited. I might watch that.
Totoro, so.
Hell yeah, yeah.
I'm glad we didn't go with Ponyo or My Neighbor Totoro just because I watch it so much.
Yeah.
And they're like Lily's favorite movies, so I don't want to. You know,
I love Totoro.
I
I
get
think
where you're
Totoro is fantastic, even though it doesn't really
it is fantastic.
like.
But, like I don't want to try and score it.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah. I want something new. I'm glad no one's seen it.
When do we have availability on our calendar, Zach?
The fuck does that mean?
Not anymore.
Like, I know what next week's movie is. I mean, like, how far do we have things planned out?
A decent portion, I think. For
yeah,
now, 'cause we
I
have-
honestly don't know because I know I planned a lot of scary movies for like the fall time, and I don't remember when that starts. So,
So we're thinking about like what 2027.
we definitely are out into 2027 for the most part
Okay,
because we have the Dune movies and the Avengers movies from.
is it all on the calendar?
No, but
No.
I know that's going to take up. We have all the scary movies out in the calendar, and then after that we have all the Dune and Doom movies in anticipation for December. And then after December, we're doing our recap things that we usually do in December, but we can't do in December because December's too big. And then I think we have open.
Okay,
How did I get to pick a movie now? Like, how did that work out?
There's not one next week.
Yeah, we had a gap week, and I just was like, Austin can pick it
Clayface.
because I partially blamed Cassie, myself, and Chandler for the Cloudy movies.
And I picked Wiley Coyote like the week
Well,
Fair.
after.
I didn't really count
No.
that. It was between Skylar or Austin for me. In my head, I flipped a coin.
Hopefully, this is a good one. I think
because I was like, let's do Wiley Coyote for Zagme.
That works. All right, let's we got this. Hey Chandler. Okay, we're gonna need you to lock in for a second here, okay?
Yeah.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Sky. What have you been watching?
Oh boy, Austin, I have 30 pages left in the first book.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No.
Opinions like. No,
I'll give you the laydown of how I got here because I was at like before vacation, I was at like 130 pages in or something. And I was like, oh, I'm going to bring my book. Like, I'm probably going to want to read. We went to the beach and every single time, like I was done, like being in the water and like salt was like burning my eyes because I'm a bitch like that.
I feel that.
I would go off and I would read. And I would do like multiple chapters at a time. And then maybe I go back in the water, repeat scenario, too much water in my eyes, too much salt up my nose. I'm like, I want to be done. Go back, read a little bit more before. But yeah, it is so good. Say anything because now Chandler, I thought I was going to be able to speak freely for a while because I was the last one that I knew reading it. And now it's Chandler. But
is it worth headphones off for 1 second or no?
yes, please. I'm going to put
Jen.
name so he won't even hear.
Wait,
it.
is this a spoiler? Sorry, I was answering.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
spoiler for Double Color Carl.
I'm gonna go pee then because I'm probably gonna remember it even if I don't want to.
Okay, sweet.
Sure. All right.
So,
Go ahead.
first off, that like I think it was an octopus. That octopus one where it was like in and out of the rooms, and Carl almost so low.
Oh yeah.
In it. I was like, I actually don't know how they win this. I was like, the second this like spell thing runs out, they are done.
Yeah, they got kind of. There's so many. I'm re-listening to the first one now, and I just forgot how much is covered, and also just like how scary it is always scary. Like the guy's a horror writer in general, and I think you can feel that. But like, man, it's interesting. Sorry, man. Yeah.
But I'm reading it, so I'm not doing the audiobook. So different experience, slightly different experience, I suppose, because I'm making the voices in my head. So
I think the first one's the worst audiobook in my opinion. It's still good. But like re-listening, it's crazy how good that it gets. Like how good the guy gets with everyone's different voices.
and then Like the next boss was like cool. I'm blanking on what the shape of it was. I think it was like another normal person. No, it was not a normal person. It was I forget. Either way, the part that like blew my mind was the rage elemental.
Oh my god, yeah. That was terrifying. Like, and then he like whips up his dick to pee, and you're like, oh my god, no.
Yes. Yeah. And then the interview with is it the maestro?
Maestro, yeah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. That was fantastic. Carl just
Flip,
let
flip,
it
motherfucker.
fly. It was awesome. And the second like they were like, oh, we brought on 2 special guests. I was like, okay. In my mind, this is either his girlfriend or it is the 2. And it was the 2. And I was like, oh my goodness. And then with the final words of the chapter being, and that was the first time I saw her smile, I was like, fuck. He is getting hunted. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It is so good. I have the next book ready, like on my desk.
I've heard, I think number 2 is probably my least favorite. It's not bad in any way. I think you're gonna love it still, but that just is a testament to like the first one is good because it's so funny and it like sets up a lot of stuff. But like I think book 3 and on is just like incredible, like genuinely, like you up from here, man. It's just you're gonna love it. I'm looking forward to you being on this ride.
And one part at the end made me laugh because like he essentially got taxed with like his every time they use his bombs. It's like, oh, you're gonna get 4 coins, but it's like after all the fees, you get what? And he's like, what? I got 25%. And he's like, and if I go 5 and it's like 1.2, they round down. Like it was so funny, dude. You are so correct. I love Princess Donut. She's
awesome, and she gets fed. I forgot. I thought she was less likable off riff, if I'm gonna be honest. Like when I first, like thinking back, like I didn't think they made her. I thought for a bit it was a little bit. She might have been a bit annoying, but like it's almost off riff. Like she's like a little bit too, like much with like me and Carl, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave," and then immediately she's like, "I'm sorry, I'm doing this in a bit." It's like I swear I'm not that much of a dick, but you know I'm a cat.
I get that. I took it as she was like a prim, proper, like Siamese $1,000 cat. Like yeah, like that's kind of what I wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly how I'd expect.
Also, she plays it up for like the crowd. Like that's like the whole thing is that she's doing it for everyone that's watching. She's like always on, and I love that for her. Yeah.
I think I like the ongoing bit of Carl actively trying to not say God damn it, donut. I think I actually like that bit because he recognizes it and he's like, I gotta stop.
I'm listening to it again. He says it so many times in like the first book. I'm like, oh my god, I get why it was this catchphrase. Like, oh my god.
I was so sad when they lost the goblin chopper. That thing sounded so sick, and he's like, dude, it's burning my legs. And
well, you're naked, man. Hard to do it.
I mean, so I thought the 2 like nurses were gonna join him. I'm gonna be so honest, but they still could, I guess. But oh yeah, so good, so good. I wanted to finish it before the podcast, but I had to watch the shitty ass movie, so it upset me because it took away Terraria time and Dungeon Crawler Carl time. So
hey, you're in a good life now that we're past it, though. Like only up from here.
True.
All right, do we want to bring?
Yeah, I'll bring them back. But I've been holding this in for so long because every time I'm like ready to talk about it, like you're like the last week you weren't here, and that was whenever I hit all the crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Now
hey, we're gonna hopefully we have Cassie next week too, and then you'll finish the book and we can like yap about it, and Chan will also be on it. So like. Oh, I'm gonna make a book club just for Dungeon Crawler Carl, man. It's so good. I love it. I love it so much.
I'll bring them back, but I think as far as Cassie
so
knows,
good timing, bro.
I've only started the book. Like Cassie still might think I'm on page 1. I don't here for a single part of what we watched.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
I don't want to bring Chandler back.
Yeah,
he'll come back eventually.
Yeah.
But this is it though.
Yeah, I'll just keep going. Yeah, I got like more thing. Well, I guess it's 2. I'm also very far into scary story, like ghost stories. Me and Lily are like at the second season, and you were so right with the fact that like the one like infamous thing about it isn't even the funniest. It's not even that close, honestly. It's our like whenever me and Lily have like a long day and it's like at the end and we just want to rot, boom, ghost stories, perfect every single time. I wake up feeling refreshed. Yeah, but we have that, and then New Girl. Megan Fox is in it now instead of Jess.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I hate this season. Straight up, it sucks. They only did it because they definitely was like Megan Fox is like really hot, so let's try it, and like that was it.
It was because Jess's actress was pregnant, and they had to fill it for that year.
I think I would have rather seen pregnant Jess, TBH. Not for her, but like for my.
No, like imagine if they did it, but then acted like nothing was different. Like they just pretended. That would have been so funny.
Especially with like they could have done like a running bit with Winston going like, "Are we not going to ask about this?" or something like that, and it could have been like a running joke the entire time.
Like, are you calling her fat, Winston?
Yeah, that would have been so funny. I would have liked that a lot.
But I think I'm almost at the end of this one, and then I think Jess will be back because I think we're one episode before we see Jess in the thumbnail for the video. Yeah, I'm hoping that's when she comes back. Yeah. But that's all I've been watching. A lot of my time has been Dungeon Crawler Carl. Right. Yeah, I haven't been able to play too many games. So yeah. Well, thank you for sticking around. It was a bit of a short movie review, but average episode time, if I recall, as I'm looking at the time.
I'd argue to say this is the length that we should, because we ended at like an hour and 10 going through all of our reviews. So I would say that's probably the length it should be for a movie review.
Yeah, but let us know what you thought about Cloudy 2 down below. Is Chan an outlier? Are we morons? Let us know. Yeah, but anyway, we're trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. So anything you do, like, comment, subscribe, share, even just watching the video the whole way to the end is greatly appreciated. And this was Cloudy 2. Next week is Princess Momonosuke for Studio Ghibli, correct?
Mononoke.
Mononoke.
There's 2 N's.
Pronunciation horrible. Great movie, apparently. So yeah, we're doing that. And then one more time, so Zach gets his quota. The week after is Coyote vs. Acme. And you guys should go check that out and support that movie. I'm a fan of Looney Tunes. How can you not be? Let's check it out. Apparently, it's supposed to be really good.
If it makes its money back, I double my quota for next movie.
Exactly. And, you know, got to hit your quota. So,
yeah, dude. Well, I mean, Austin's already on his payroll with Man of Tomorrow, you know, bringing that out to every movie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I'm trying to keep this like dumb joke going. I was hoping you just pick it up.
My bad. I forgot about it. Yeah. No, Man of Tomorrow, man. It's the best movie ever.
Joke is dead now. Joke is dead now.
My bad. I forgot.
It's okay.
Thank you for sticking around for the yap at the end. I forgot to say spoilers for Undercrawler Carl, but if you saw them take out their headphones, maybe it's a clue. Yeah, so we'll see you next week with a Studio Ghibli movie that I cannot pronounce.
All right. With that, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Have a great time.